If book. Well, I think the main thing we're planning is to create a really vibrant and open place for writers and publishers and anyone really to do experiments around digital publishing and book futures, but also we are looking forward to working with individual writers and small presses and to helping them navigate these futures and understand what their opportunities might be as well.
Is there something that's almost like the quintessential journey, you know, that draws on Indigenous and contemporary, you know, stories about place, and is there a journey that we should be doing?
Well, I started to read a little bit online actually, and I stumbled on some interesting conversations that were taking place in the blogosphere about digital publishing and the future of our industry, and I got more and more immersed in that conversation. And the more immersed in that conversation I became, the more I realised just how fundamental the shift was that was going on right now. And if I was going to help writers to have sustainable careers and enterprises as authors, that I was going to have to help them to understand those shifts as well. So I started to blog myself and participate in conferences and learn a lot more about where things are going, and that all led us down the path to IF-Book.
Quick pics. Now we're in Cooroy, we're not in the groovy new library, fantastic library opening up next door.
Yes.
Which is going to have high speed, the highest speed internet access in the whole region. And therefore could do thrilling things. But what do you think that means about, well, for this area, but also for Australia as a, you know, what's special about IF-Book in Australia, do you think? The special possibilities in Queensland?
Well, the thing that's interesting about Queensland that we kind of understand well at the Writers' Centre, because we're a statewide organisation, is that it's incredibly decentralised. You know, the population is spread out throughout the state. In other states in Australia, the populations tend to be clustered very much around the capital city. But in Queensland, you know, you've got really vibrant communities and populations that are quite separated from one another, all doing their own thing. And certainly in the past, you know, really good internet access and fast broadband access in Australia has been a problem, and now that these sorts of things are rolling out, the federal government has a national broadband plan. Communities like Cooroy are starting to access this sort of infrastructure and capacity. It means that they can showcase the creative work that's already going on, but it also means they can connect to other communities and to the sort of broader conversations. And I think that's a really profound thing, you know, when communities that have been quite isolated suddenly have interface with the rest of the world. You know, not just being able to connect with them, but to really collaborate in really rich, interesting ways through media.
The same quality as anywhere else.
Yeah, that's right. Then amazing things happen.